You.
Who's there?
You are there.
Okay. Don't try to pull any fine business on me. Who's there?
You are there. From the current answerer's perspective, it is obvious that you are the one who is there.
Alright, fine then. It's going to be like that. Who's talking?
And my answer remains the same. You. For you have a mouth, and are certainly using it to its full potential.
Who the hell are you?
Are you now answered? Or are you one who requires a more verbal confirmation of existence? You often seem to enjoy proclaiming your own existence with auditory precision, so perhaps you expect the same from others?
Aren't you?
You hear my voice and see my face, and already you classify me as a man. I'm most flattered. The last one here accused me of being inhuman, which, while being more accurate, is nonetheless hurtful. Or so I've heard.
So I'm dead, am I? Is that what's going on here?
Name, Thomas Kedger Heslin. Age 36. Time of death, 5:30 a.m. Saturday, January 5th, 2013. Cause of death, burned alive inside own home residence by a fire started by a faulty toaster.
Yeah. So that's what happened. That's how
A
I died.
businessman. It says here that you were the CEO of a company selling appliances, of which included the very line that the Roman toaster came from.
It's just something that happens, you know? That tends to happen.
Yes, things do tend to just happen in life. And now there is only the final business. You, Thomas Hedger Heslin, are to come with me aboard this ship and travel to the other side.
What if I don't? What if I don't come with you?
If that is what you desire, then I cannot argue with you. It is your afterlife. I suppose if you wish to wander this empty stretch of rock for all eternity, who am I to stop you?
All right, fine then. I'll just go do that. Where is this? All eternity?
All eternity.
Never ending?
No end in sight.
With absolutely nothing but this?
Never adding, never subtracting, never changing. Always the same. Forever. Do you know how to play hearts?
Hearts? Seriously? Oh, come on. Why don't we play Go Fish or poker or...
We will play hearts.
But hearts can't be played with
Two? But there are not two here.
You do this with all the people you bring in?
Of course. They require something to do.
Even if they don't know this game?
Then I teach it to them, which passes the time much more smoothly. There's nothing more fascinating than teaching a human being an activity.
Shame it's a waste.
How is teaching anyone anything a waste?
Well, it's not like they're exactly going to be using that skill in the future.
But they do. Within the first 5 minutes after they have learned this skill, they play it with great ease throughout the rest of the trip, for every 5-second increment thereafter.
Oh my god! I just remembered. A meeting! I was supposed to be there tomorrow. It was about the acquisition! Ah!
Fascinating.
will ever attempt. I mean, we could finally gain some industry in other countries, but no, I'm not there. I'm dead. Everything's going to fall apart because I'm not there. I'm not there.
Somehow I doubt that assessment.
Oh, what do you know? You've been stuck ferrying criminals on this rickety old boat across this polluted water. You have no concept of business.
I doubt that assessment as well.
Really? Prove me wrong then. Go on, do whatever it is you do. I don't know.
Oh,
God,
Jimmy.
Jimmy?
By the way, you can see how things are running around here. I like to say that this is going to be a very solid partnership.
I'm glad you think so, sir.
Jimmy! Damn it! The only reason I named him my second was because he was the only one who could say yes. I mean, otherwise, his voice is creepy, his hat is weird, and he keeps eating Cheez-Its.
I love Cheez-Its. Oh, hey, listen. So everything's settled then, right?
Naturally. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your old boss. He was a good man.
Yeah, he really was a good man.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, listen. Now that we're new business partners, I was thinking, why don't we go get some drinks? My treat.
Oh, perfect. I'm not sure why, but I have the strangest craving for cheese.
Yes.
Hey.
From what I could tell, the company was running quite well.
What were you watching?
Your friend Jimmy makes a good captain of that ship, and he complimented your honor at the same time.
Yeah, but...
Likewise, birds did not fall from the sky.
Well-
the earth did not explode in a giant fireball. And there was neither a riot on the street nor a second Holocaust.
You don't know that.
I could show you how these things are not so. But I'd much rather get back to the game.
This one's for Jimmy. And this one's for that stupid acquisition. And this one, what the hell?
Ah, yes, it's the Queen of Spades, and you have to take it.
No! I mean, who the hell else is playing with us?
But just because they're a better player than you, Thomas, doesn't mean you have to yell at them. The third player is the Lost Souls.
R. You mean R. R the Lost Souls. Well, I think that's not bad grammar.
No, is. The Lost Souls is a collective consciousness of all of those who have chosen to, instead of waiting for the other side, jump and fall into the waters to join the Lost Souls. And as you can see, they is a very good player of hearts.
Why would anyone choose to do that?
Why would anyone choose to be a good player of hearts? Well, some see it as a fascinating game of strategy.
No, jump off the boat. Lose yourself.
Who am I to question the inner workings within the mind of a human? A race I cannot claim any part of. I am only a creation from the minds of mankind, and cannot question my creator any more than the most religious of humans chooses to question his God.
Well, that's smart of you. You know, I wish Libby was here.
Libby?
My wife. Next month would have been our 8th anniversary. You know, she always liked the thought of boating on a river. Always romantic like that. Always asked why we couldn't just take a day and paddle up the stream, and I would stand there and I would tell her, well, honey, we live in Los Angeles, and the only river here is concrete and filled with acidic water, which would eat the bottom of the boat the moment we pushed off. And here I am taking the boat trip she always wanted. Oh well, she'll be here someday.
Indeed she will.
She'll really enjoy this. My life.
crime.
No. Just I miss her. I miss my Livy, okay? And I've been separated from her. We've parted, so she'll find someone else. The baby will need a father. She was pregnant. See, after all these years of trying, I was finally going to be a dad.
You still are going to be a father. The child is still connected to you biologically.
Don't give me biology. I'll never get to hold my kid's hand, see my kid's smiling face, know the joy in this knowledge that I've created this child and raised this child and sent this child out into the world. And I'll have to wait so long just to see Libby again. Hear her voice, see her smile, little things.
It would seem that you two had a very good marriage.
Better than most. But we were trying to grow that apart. It happens, you know. Well, what with the urgency of the company and everything. But I'm sure she understood. I'm sure she
You might never be sure.
Well, when she gets there and she and I are finally together, I'll explain everything to her. And we'll reside in heaven forever.
Are you so sure of that?
Of course I'm sure of that. Who are you to question my beliefs? A rotten heathen? A past relic of a barbaric time? Do not dare question the mercy and love of God or the joy of heaven!
You are not so sure of yourself.
Of course I'm sure of myself! Don't you dare question my certainty. You can't get inside my head! You're the devil himself and you'll not drag me to your hellish fires!
If you were so sure of yourself, you would not be so defensive. I never even suggested a lacking of heaven in my question. If you were a true Christian, you would be happy in that fact and smile in the face of my own questioning. You have not smiled. You have instead reacted with the emotional crusade that replaces the lacking of logic. If you could turn that emotion inward, please do, and ask yourself your certainty again. You know, part of the fun of this game is not knowing your opponent's hand.
What happens?
Hmm?
What happens at the end? When we get to the other shore? What happens?
I do not know.
You don't know?
Tom, keep your voice down. You might scare the lost souls.
How can you not know? You're deaf. You must have seen it. You've been here, what, 100,000 years?
Tom, I'm going to have to ask you to stop shouting now.
Hang on. Shut up! No, I'm not going to stop shouting. How the hell do you not know?
If you stop shouting, I'll give you an answer! I'll give you an answer!
On the other shore, I can only see darkness. I've never once stepped onto the other shore. I have no reason nor inclination to. Unlike the human race, I've not been dealt the card of curiosity. I never ask, only answer. That is my purpose, to provide an answer, not a question. Therefore, all I can see is the slight shore in the darkness. It is up to the human, with his curiosity and his journey ahead, to go into the darkness and see what lies beyond, if anything.
What lies ahead must be God. It must be joy. It must be something!
I can neither confirm nor deny this. Perhaps there is a heaven and a God, and a hell for those who have stepped off of this boat loaded with these vices that your kind so vehemently hates. Or maybe it is all hell. Maybe it is all heaven. Or maybe it is nothing. Perhaps your consciousness is merely obliterated, and you become nothing.
No. It's not like that. I will go to heaven, and there I will wait for living.
But how can
Simple.
you be so sure? How can you be so sure that if there is a heaven that you made the cut? Disregarding the fact that there is more than just Christianity out in the world, but there are many branching and arguing forms of Christianity itself, each one with a different idea and opinion of heaven waiting around the corner. How can you be so sure that you will make it? How can you be so sure that your Livy will?
Don't you dare question my wife's goodness!
I do not question. I'm only trying to help you remain realistic, to keep you from disappointment. It is my job to ensure a less rocky travel to whatever lies ahead.
Well, you're doing a damn good job of it. Attacking my religion, attacking my wife!
I attack nothing! And I apologize if it seems that way. I only wish to help you, Thomas.
You've helped enough! God, when is this boat ride over?
There is one thing I can give you, Thomas.
Go on.
I can give you a single certainty. In your world, as you say, there are two certainties. And they are death and taxes. The latter is false, of course, for I have known many a baby or a child to have come across this way without ever knowing the word of taxes. And yet death, with certainty, has come to them. Likewise, there is one certainty in this world of in-between, and that is this river. This river is the one true sure thing you know you can have. You know for a fact that if you were to jump over the boat right now, you would join the collective consciousness of the lost souls. Now, if it is certainty that you want, if you want to know your exact fate, I will give you no resistance if you were to jump over the boat right now.
Hold on. So I would join this collective, be a part of one?
Your memory and emotion would cease, and you would be absorbed into the lost souls instead. You would not know the worry of wondering if your company will go under without you at the reins. You would feel no more pain of the separation you have from your wife and your unborn child. You would feel nothing. It would be the ultimate joy, the certain heaven.
A certain heaven. I wouldn't have to be scared or pained anymore.
Exactly. We do not have much time. The shore lays beyond us. I can see it even in this darkness. So make your choice. You may take the certainty of this river, or the uncertainty of the shore ahead. Play the cards that you've been dealt.
I have to do this. I'm sorry, Livy. I love you. No! Oh my God. I'm alive!
There is still time to finish the game, Thomas.
That's good to know.
This is the final shore.
Really? Because, I can't see past 5 feet.
The light will follow you through your journey. In time, it will reveal to you your true final destination.
Thank you.
For what?
For a good game of hearts.
It's not me you should be thanking, Thomas.
How did you?
Goodbye, Thomas. I hope your journey's end is all that you will want it to be.
You can't promise it!
Who can promise anything?